Hello everybody, welcome to the Qatar Grand Prix. It's currently Formula 2 qualifying with 5 minutes in, so apologies for the late start to the stream. We were having some technical difficulties, but hopefully all of those have been ironed out now. We're currently looking at, well, many people. They are sat at the final corner, which is quite an interesting strategy. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, so let's try and find someone more interesting to watch. I am a user, by the way. I'll be joined by Lion Guys, so say hello.
Hello there. It seems like we might actually be having some movement in the pack. Oh.
Oh? Who's gonna go first? This is... It seems to be a game of who wants to go first here.
Yeah, because slipstream is worth up to 3 seconds on this track, so if you don't have it, basically.
Yeah.
So basically... Yeah. So, we might just have it happen like this, as Noah and Love don't want to be the first ones to go, as they are currently on pole.
Someone will have to go, unless none of these drivers are willing to go for another lap and keep these positions. Only 16 drivers on the grid at the moment, which is low. If I'm not wrong, it's the lowest number we've seen all season.
In a while.
Yeah. This is quite an interesting thing, and to be fair, I'm fairly certain the reasoning for drivers not being here is that the track isn't that great. Oh, are we going? No. Are we? Hold on. Oh, no.
There's another one.
Here's the view from Noah Gamer's car. It's not really that impressive, but here you go. You can see
we
the
actually
drivers.
have a few cars on track. We have currently Fexland and Boacraft if you want to go on board with those guys.
Oh, something to actually watch. Why would I do that?
Oh, they're going, they're going.
Oh, are we actually going? Yes, we are. Right, let's go on board with Love My Geordie. Oh, are they going? They are going. Right.
Confirm. They're not. Oh, Prime's taking the lead. This man.
Here we go. We're on board with Love My Geordie, the current P2 driver. Hopefully we'll see him move up the order now after this lap. I'm sure he will, especially considering the amount of slipstream the driver will be getting. Who was that? Was that Lano?
Oh!
Oh, that's not a good... That is... Oh, he anti-reset. That's disappointing. Anyway, let's go on board with his teammate, a bit further down track, heading towards the twistiest part of track. I like to call this the death corner, really. That's exactly what it is. It's incredibly difficult to get right, and if you get it wrong, you're going straight into a wall, all bumps.
Or both, and then you're most likely dead.
Yeah. If you hit a wall, or hit a bump, then a wall, that tends to be pretty bad. Still on board with No Gamer.
It should produce some very good collide racing though, this track, I think.
I would tend to disagree. We've ignored the fact that Noah has set a purple Sector 1 and Sector 2 now, purple Sector 2. Prime Drifter not improving his Sector 2, so we could be seeing some Noah Gamer dominance if he gets this final corner as he intends to, and the slipstream he'll get from Prime Drifter, I believe, who's ahead of him, will be exponential. Right, let's see if... Well,
oh, okay. We're doing those. Okay.
Well, that is a big improvement by Noah Game, and that's over 9/10 of improvement. Prime goes P2.
Yeah, I think they all lost a lot bit of time. I think it could have been a 34 if they did not do the weaving around each other.
The gap between Loosebot and Love My Geordie, P3 and P4, is 1 second.
Oh, Prime crashes on his next lap.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, we're currently watching Love My Geordie on his out lap, or is he on a push lap? Can't.
It should be on an out lap. He wouldn't go without a slipstream.
Yeah.
Now, really, what will the team orders be here for Advent? Will they ask Noah to help Love My Geordie? Of course, championship rival. They have already won the team championship. So will East, the team owner, be letting them do what they want and not interfere? This could be huge for the championship. Love My Geordie will not have a slipstream on this lap, it looks like.
Let's go on board with La Majority for his lap. That's Prime Drifter, not
That
La
looks like Noah
Majority.
Gamer though. Will Noah give him Slipstream?
I would assume so.
Possible. He could also be trying to sabotage him with dirty air here. Could be devious. Yeah, definitely in the window for dirty air. Though I don't know, I want to help your one of your main championship rivals here. Of course, they are the top 3 in the championship. Oh, that's Love Majority hits the death curbs there. Seems like he has lost a bit of time here. We'll see what his sector is going to be here, but I think he is at his slipstream. Yeah, it's a yellow sector 1.
Well, I would assume, Lion Guy, that Advan would want both of their drivers ahead of Prime Drifter, so then when the collides come on, they can defend from him, and Noah Gamer can get a lead and potentially lead the championship here.
Yeah, but of course Advan's already won the championship, so do they care who's in the lead?
No, we're talking about... That's irresponsible from British Aviator. La Majority improving his second sector. Let's see if he can finish his lap and go ahead of Prime Drifter, only of course having to improve 2 tenths to do that, and it does seem like that slipstream is incredibly powerful at the moment.
Yeah, but he runs very wide at the final corner. He might be out of slipstream. No, he's right in it. It'll be very close here. Will he improve? No, he won't. I think he lost a lot of time in that first sector.
Yeah, he must have lost a lot of time. That was a pretty unimpressive first sector.
For most of the first straight, well, he needed all of it. He didn't have slipstream, so should be interesting now. Of course, Noah will start on pole here with Prime Drifter. It will be a... I don't know how many lap race. 9 lap race. So on lap 3, we will get collisions. This could be big for the championship here. Of course, we do have different tire compounds that our drivers could start on. Most should start on the mediums or hards, I suspect, due to tire weight fallable in these cars. I believe the F1 car did 9 laps on mediums. They'll probably start on hards. Yeah, most people will probably start on hards here.
Lion, did you get us some figures on how long we should expect the race to be?
Yep, I believe we might go into our intro sequence very shortly.
Yep. So while Lion Guy is calculating the figures for how long this race will be, we're going to cut to our intro, and then we'll see you when we get ready for the race. So, we'll see you in just a moment. Hello everybody, welcome to the Qatar Grand Prix. It's Season 3, Round 9, and well, an interesting race we are looking forward to. Qatar hasn't been seen since Season 1 of Formula 2, where it hosted the grand finale of the initial championship, the inaugural championship, and what a battle happened there, and an eventful race it was even, with collisions causing mayhem. And in Qatar, the lowest temperature in October average is 25 Celsius and the highest temperature of 35 Celsius. Right, let's take a look at the track. Only 12 turns around this track, or 13 as it says on there. One of them I wouldn't really count as a turn anyway, but that's the track. It's got a lot of elevation throughout and a lot of off-camber corners, as you can see. I think it's turn 8 or so. That is very off camera and it's very tricky for the drivers to get right, as you may have seen in qualifying. There's the two DRS zones, both on the longest and mostly only straights on the track, and a lot of overtaking should be happening there today. Anyway, welcome to round 9 of the Formula 2 Championship. I'm Project User, and you're joined by Lion Guy.
Hello. Okay. As it seems like our drivers are getting ready to go and start up this race, we should be seeing the lights get ready very shortly. If we can switch to our pole leaders camera, we will have collisions on lap 3.
There we go. All personnel off the track. That means that we're starting the start sequence for these F2 drivers, and one of the personnel hasn't got off the track themselves. Recently, we've changed our rules a little. That anyone on the race surface of the track will be removed. Frankly, this is due to many complaints from drivers that they've been distracting quite recently, and I would happen to agree with them. Anyway. Xavier telling the drivers to watch the lights. Noah Gamer on pole, followed by Prime Drifter behind him. There's all of the lights. It's a longer hold than we saw in F1. It's a very long hold for that matter. It's a good start for everybody. Noah Gamer seems to be skirmishing off the line. Let's have a look at... Well, it's quite hard to tell what's going on at the moment, but Noah Gamer seems to be going well offline to try and reduce the slipstream he's giving to his opponents. Heading into turn 1 now, it seems like a very big battle for the lead. Let's see who comes out ahead in turn 1. It seems to be Noah Gamer ahead, or Prime Drifter. It's quite hard to tell, but it does seem to be a slipstream train forming between Noah Gamer and Prime Drifter, or Love My Geordie and Prime Drifter. I stand corrected, but it's Prime Drifter leading out of turn 3 now, heading towards the twistiest part of the track, where we could see our first mistakes of the race.
Yeah, it seems like Prime Drifter here has already a very small lead, but of course, as we go into our DRS zones, of course, these cars don't have it, but it'll be a chance for them to slipstream each other. Here, should be very important for our leader, Prime Drifter, to break out of the slipstream. Slipstream should be around a second back to the car, so that will be important to see if they can break out of that, especially with collisions turning on lap 3, where if you are next to each other, it could turn deadly very quickly.
Deadly indeed.
As we head down into the lowest part of the circuit,
yes.
continually.
Speaking of deadly, we just saw Love My Geordie going over a sausage curve slightly, lifting his car off the ground, but it doesn't seem to have affected this race very much. I've noticed that the drivers go very wide out of that corner. I think that's turn 12, if I'm not mistaken. They go into the dirt and the grass there, which is not all that good for the driver, and the tyres, as it can sometimes spin out the drivers, but they do seem to have good throttle regulation. But Noah Gamer is going extremely off the racing line just to try and not give his opponent slipstream. At the same time, he's compromising the amount that he gets himself. It's Loose Spot, Lumber Geordie, and Noah Gamer, and Prime Drifter for that matter, all battling for the lead. Not much separating all three of these drivers, only about 8 tenths, but I don't think that 8 tenths is right for Loose Spot. That's not really a second there, but the two advans are right next to each other on the track, and they'll be looking to get past Prime Drifter, specifically Noah Gamer, as he's most likely to win the championship if Prime Drifter is overtaken. And look at how close this pack is. After 2 laps, it doesn't seem that many drivers have made mistakes. All the way down to P11, there's only 3.5 seconds separating the entire of that group. Lecopier, the last person to set a purple sector, the first purple sector, and they do seem to be on for the fastest lap at the moment, but let's see who can improve in the second sector this time. So a bit more into qualifying. That's not what I intended it to be. Lama Geordie goes purple in the second sector. Let's see if anyone beats that. No, they can't. So Lama Geordie, currently fastest of the two advans by the looks of it, currently right behind Prime Drifter. Anyway, we're moving towards the collisions lap 3, so when we start seeing a red light on the light boards, the light displays at the side of the track, that means that the collisions is on and it's not actually a red flag.
Okay, as we're getting collisions incoming, I believe we might have a very slight back marker problem. It seems like we're inside fielded a driver who is not up to the standards and has already fallen behind around 60 seconds, so that could be very crucial if he interferes with the championship battle here. But should be see. Looks like Noah Gamer's off. Noah's Gamer is spinning off the track. He has fallen all the way down. He is losing places. He is inside somebody. We have multiple spinners on the track, but it seems like Noah Gamer has lost a lot of places here.
That
and it seems like Club Majority might have taken out his own teammate.
Well, I wouldn't say that much, and I've got to capture the replay of that, but that's no worries. But yeah, as you said, he might have taken out his teammate, but I don't think it's mattering too much. La Majority should be on the back of Prime Drifter, but we're heading towards the hardest part of the track, really, to overtake.
Yeah, so it seems like half the field has spun out, as it seems like that's the latest victim. But it seems like we're going to have a full battle around the track, as it seems like La Majority and Moose Bot are going hand-to-hand here. They'll be very close to each other along the Prime. Of course, any move now has to be added with a sense of caution. If you do make a mistake here and you're not in the slipstream, it's most likely you do not have a chance of a victory here. Of course, Prime Drifter might have brake checked somebody. Who knows? That's what the chat is saying, but the chat lies a lot, so could be very interesting here. This loose spot seems to be in the back of the pack. Prime Drifter seems to have the lead by around 0.8 of a second, but of course, Love Majority could close that back on. Which side of the road would Prime Drifter decide to defend on? He goes to the outside. No, Love Majority on the inside. Prime turns in. Seems like we're waiting. Seems like Prime Drifter does stay in the lead here. Love Majority isn't close enough to make a pass.
But he certainly isn't backing off, though, not too far behind Prime Drifter here. I think he's American. I would have used the nationality if I was sure on it, but I will not.
Prime Drifter is American.
But well, the gap between Loose Spot and Love Majority is about 1.2 seconds, so I don't think Loose Spot will be getting back in this fight anytime soon. In fact, no, I've lied. He's kind of close to Love Majority already again as we go through the quickest part of the track. I have great respect to these drivers for how much speed they just expect the car to be able to take. I'm looking at how aggressive they go over these curbs, and it's amazing. And even if in F1 nobody had that much confidence to be going that far over the curbs, or, as they pressure, they don't have how do I phrase it?
Love Majority spins. He takes out Loose Bot in the process. Sorry. But it seems like Prime Drifter might have lagged into Love Majority, and that has brought right back Noah Gamer. It seems like this could be a huge thing here. Loose Bot has barely started the car. He has fallen down so many places here. But Prime Drifter has just walked away from the pack here. A gap of 7 seconds. That is huge. But Love Majority now under assault from Ridley. Ridley, who didn't have any spins and has kept his car in the best condition. Will he die down the inside? Will we have any collisions here? It seems like everyone's clean so far. Sorry. Continuing.
Continuing as I was saying, the drivers are very aggressive over the curbs, and they don't have to worry about things like damage.
No, it's fun.
That's not going to be very good for Noah Gamer. It seems to be going from bad to worse for Noah Gamer. Right, I've saved that replay. Hopefully it'll work this time. Right, let's test. Will it work? Right. Here we go. If the replay works,
okay.
We don't seem to be seeing a replay.
Cool.
One moment.
Well,
right.
We can go into some side-by-side action. It seems like SRO and Noah Gamer going side-by-side. Our champion contender comparing with somebody who isn't. Seems like he has one very deep into the corner. Has Noah made it through? Noah is still behind. Of course, we'll see another move probably going onto the street where they have slipstream. But Prime Drifter is waltzing away at this point now. He knows the victory's in his hands. He just can't make any mistakes, can't get hit by any back markers, and it's his.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice replay of Noah Gaming spinning around. I think he hit... I'm not sure who he hit. Was it Ridley that he hit there? Must have been. There's a replay. You can have it in slow motion if nothing more interesting happens. Look at this train down the street. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but then just think about Prime Drift is 8 seconds ahead, close to 9. This is a dominant performance from our championship leader right now. Of course, I don't believe he can win the championship today. It might be possible, but we need to look into it. Don't know how many points he needs to be ahead, but if he wins both, it is most likely not possible, but he will have a good chance.
Yeah, playing go. How many points did you say it was possible to take away from one F2 weekend?
Let me find that calculator again. And we've lost it. So,
if I remember correctly, it's about 40, like 46 points or something like that.
1 minute, I have it.
We'll go around 40 points, but yeah. Unless Prime Drifter takes the lead... sorry.
43.
Yeah. If Prime Drifter wins every single race, and takes the fastest lap in all of those races, then he will become the champion this race. But I don't think now that's too likely.
Yeah,
Reminds me,
we probably will have to go to the final race.
Does F2 have the pole point?
Yeah, it does. A point for pole. And I don't think he earned that, so.
Yeah, so it's 42 points for Prime Drifter, which means that Noah would have to bring up 45 next weekend, which is impossible.
And majority is only like 14
Oh, that's Noah Gamer getting hit by his teammate, I think.
No, I don't believe that was his teammate. His teammate's way too ahead. His teammate was 14 seconds ahead, though. Do we have an instant replay of that?
We do have an instant replay. We're going to show that instant replay.
Didn't actually see that happen. I was looking at the rulebook.
There we go.
As we see, like, we going down it. Oh, no, I don't think it was his teammate. I think it was the
It was
Audi.
Ridley.
Yeah,
Oh, that's unfortunate. And then he just rejoins the track and gets tangled by 4 or 5 cars.
Yeah, I feel very bad for... Yeah, but now Love Majority has got out the gap of 4 seconds, but Prime Drifter 11 seconds. A dominant performance from our championship leader here.
But one thing we have to note is Prime Drifter... That's not how you say that. Prime Drifter may be coming up to lap some people. I'm not sure what his name is. Branson something. Branson 9 per.
Nah, Oh no! Fexen's out of the race!
Well, that is a skill issue on his part.
I don't believe... It looks like he might have flew over the barriers. I believe it does look like he is okay, but... Fexen seems to be out of the race. He flew over the barriers at the turn 1.
Where is he? What? Is that his car? No,
his car was below the barriers. So, it was over the barriers.
Right, okay. Well, we might have been able to see his car if I didn't take 5 hours trying to click on Fexland's name. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't believe Branson will be... Ooh, possible, actually.
Well, here we go. Prime Drifter. On about 1.5 laps remaining in this race, and,
He must be feeling calm and collected.
well, I don't think there's much pressure on him at the moment. I think he's just cruising home.
Where's Branson? Branson's in the final corner. No, it'll be close.
Right. We're gonna watch the... We've just watched the top of the field, now we're going to watch the exact polar opposite of the field. Here we go.
Yeah, as I believe we should at some point be getting blue flags. As welcome into the commentary block, British Coda. Complete.
British
no
Coda?
idea.
He's on a. You're on a new Discord account. Can you
Yeah,
explain
that's-
that before you say anything?
Okay.
No, I believe we have a more interesting thing. Branson is heading into the chicane. We will see. Will we get blue flags here?
I don't know.
But of
Because
course.
I can't tell you if blue flags are happening.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Or I'm
Under
just
foot.
to even try and close that much of a gap. Here's a 13-second gap here. It's gonna be close. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well-
believe I see him. All for Prime Drifters on board. But this is the only interesting. Oh,
That's a good
I'm
idea.
just gonna monitor this badly between Ridley and JXT because it doesn't look like anything's interesting is happening there. One of them spins, I'll tell you. Nah, looks fine. Oh my god, Branson is. Prime Drifter must be like, can this man get out of my way faster?
I mean, it's the last lap. I don't think he cares too much unless he gets taken out, put into the pit lane by a back marker. Then that would be pretty unfortunate. Anyway, we're on board. Prime Drifter is swerving. Or he's even got past the.
Nah, I don't believe.
Oh, very close. Anyway, there we go.
And
Prime
Prime Drifter wins.
Drifter
And can we go on
wins.
board with Ridley? There's a big battle going here between JXT Morgan into our final braking zone here.
Oh, here we go.
This is what we've been missing while trying to see a Prime Drifter. Do they collide? Do they hit each other? No, it seems that we're all clear. Who will get the slipstream here? Slipstream will be very important. They're swerving, What will be the final podium? It's gonna be JXT, Ridley, Hawkbase, then Loosebot, then Noah Gamer.
That
And
is an absolutely ridiculous finish.
So that's our podium here. It's gonna be Prime Drifter with the decisive victory of about 15 seconds over the competition of Love Majority in JXT. JXT Miriam. That was a decisive victory from our championship leader. So that is 15 points added to his total. So we'll see what that will be. But it's gonna
Okay, right.
just, yeah. Of
Let-
course,
let-
Bullock Crafter will start on pole hits for the sprint, for the feature race.
But let's watch a replay of that finish in 100% motion. And just the pure amount of swerving for these drivers to try and not lose the position on their line. Well, everyone's
Yeah.
finished. Right, let's watch this now.
Oh wait, nope, not everyone has finished. Branson has not finished. He never
Well,
crossed the line.
he disconnected, so.
No, he didn't.
Right, here we go.
No, it's the
He,
back
he
on.
did. He left. I assure you. Let's watch this
Doesn't matter.
in. But we'll watch this in 50% speed now. I know we have all this fancy technology that we can slow it down to 50%.
And
I'm sure it's
sadly,
very
we don't have the And sadly, we don't have the video of Dexton going over the barriers. I hope we can possibly get that. If he can submit a media submission, that'd be lovely. If he's listening.
Was he? Is he? Was he?
Oh,
No,
he is.
he wasn't. Is he?
was-
Is he still streaming? No.
No, I
Wow.
don't think he is.
Pathetic. Honestly.
No, he was streaming the Japanese Grand Prix. Nope.
What a disappointment. Honestly, it's a disappointment to his family. Everything.
Oh my god, that is nice artwork and media submissions, though.
I just realised we're still watching this replay. Apologies for that. I don't want you to watch. Oh, I do want you to watch Track Next. Here you go. You get a nice view of everyone going onto the grid, and I'm gonna turn all of that off because that's not right. There we go.
And just being able to get rid of the Prime Drifter winning thing. We don't have the situation we had in qualifying. Oh wait, no, you guys saw that. Sorry.
We didn't stream. We didn't have a stream. We were doing that. That's the technical difficulty we were referring to. We had some of the graphics mixed up. When I pressed this button to do that thing, we had some slight issues with it.
And now
it-
Lano is showing up on the screen.
When I did that, it looked a little bit like this. And no, for context, Lanor has not just won the race, but like that is. There's your context. That is what it did when I pressed the button for Lanor's lower third.
Yeah,
During
and it
qualifying.
seems like we have, of course, the issue of F2 drivers not having any knowledge of how gridding works in F2, so we'll be here for about 3 minutes trying to figure out what position everyone is in. This is
Yeah, enjoy that.
So the real question is, who do we think wins this race? Prime Drifter had such a dominant performance, but was it just because of the situation?
Despicable Devil is going to race.
Sorry?
Despicable Devil is going to win this race.
Is he racing? If he
No.
is,
He's at
he
a...
better get home from the Globe Theatre.
Is he at the Globe Theatre? No, he's at a party.
No, but honestly, if he's
Oh.
not here, we can just say he's in the Globe Theatre. For context,
No.
Despicable Devil, one of them, he's the newly promoted head media director. He doesn't show up to anything, it feels like.
Yeah, he's either at the Globe Theatre, at a party, or what's his other excuse this weekend? He's going for movies and food. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
man. Imagine having a social life.
Oh yeah, that's British Coda. So what's the context of your alt account? We still haven't figured this part out. What has happened?
Story time with British Quota. So, earlier in Ion General, a little scam link was posted. I was
Was
furious.
this morning?
So I was like, I'm gonna go onto my alt and I'm gonna purposely get hacked. So I purposely get hacked on my alt. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I get my account back. But key detail here, I decide to verify my phone number on my old account. Now the issue is here, when you verify your phone number on an alt account, your phone number goes on to what's called timeout for 2 weeks. So now that my main account wants my a phone number verified to it, I have to wait 2 weeks before I can verify my phone number to it. So for 2 weeks, I have to use this alt.
Yeah.
A round of applause, everybody, for British Quota for being an absolute...
Okay. Oh, also, I didn't realize. Thank you for HXDavXZ for becoming a member. We completely missed that, but thank you.
He did say something about that in members chat and something like that. Oh, I have a job to do actually, don't I? I need to do this. Right. I probably should have done that beforehand, you know.
So just a rundown.
You know what? There's no point even announcing the broadcast at this point. Anyone that wants to watch it is watching it.
Okay, wait. Are these the same Lamborghini teams? No, we have Lamborghini. What the heck?
You have
Okay.
Lamborghini Squadra Corsa and then Lamborghini Squadra Academia or something like that. It's stupid.
Okay, so this is lovely. So basically, the liveries are reversed. So we have Lamborghini, but they're not the same team.
Oh, that's smart, right? The answer to this is on the lower third, so we're gonna find out, right? So it's Lamborghini Academia course, right? That's one, and then we have Lamborghini Squadra Corsa. There we go. Argument settled. I was kind of right. There we go.
Yeah, but it's very interesting what they've done with these liveries. They completely flipped them.
Yeah, I think that's a nice design, apart from one of them looks better. And one of them, to be fair, reminds me of the fleet, and what is this Brandstar doing? What is
don't question it.
Yeah, what is Lanor doing? I know he's been messing about on F1 2021 for the past 2 weeks with Captain Boa and Dan Hayek.
Oh god.
But he must be taking... Well, I can't say. I can't use the phrasing I want to use there, but yeah, he must be joking.
using Grav.
Nah.
Oh, god. Ugh. Okay, now the real question is, which team has the worst livery on the grid?
Thank you, Lifeaim. The green one is Academia. They're both green, frankly.
But I think
mean-
he's talking about the green nose.
I know, but they are both green, and...
I mean,
What?
aren't like all the F2 teams green?
Alright,
No.
right. Enough of that. They've been told to watch the lights. We're gonna watch the lights too. There we go. There's the lights on. There's 5.
And
Awkwardly
now.
long wait. Well,
So it seems like the drivers were held a very long time there. Seems like Boat Craft has already lost a few places. Who was in the lead? Who had the best reactions off the line? It's hard to tell, but it looks like Noah Gamer might be in P... It's hard to tell. Someone's in P1. Looks like Noah Gamer is in P1, though. He has jumped all the way up from his position of like 4th on the grid. Now, who had the worst starter? Looks like Fexlin is still all the way down in the order. So while your Fexlin stands,
let's look at Fexland while we laugh at. There we go. Everybody laugh at Fexland.
Wow, what a man.
So it seems like one of the Lamborghini Academias had a poor start. And a pusser.
Oh.
Well, we're watching Fexland. It's quite entertaining, actually. We've just seen quite potentially one of the worst things I've seen from drivers here.
Oh, sorry. Before we question that, we're in Sector 1, correct?
Yeah.
How is Prime Drift already in the lead?
That isn't Fexland. I've got to turn that off. Where's Prime Drift going? He's going miles off track. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
I would like to point out, this man started P10. He's P1. We are in Sector 2.
Okay.
Please help.
Okay.
Like, this man is too dominant for this whole grid.
No, I
Plus,
just
he was
think
an
it's
F1 driver before he had an incident in La Castellet and has not returned to the grid since.
He said he needed to pit, okay? It wasn't his fault.
yeah. That's why you shouldn't tell him what his tires are like.
Yeah, of course, he's now part of the Craig team, which also has 2 teams. I just realized Advan has 2 teams, Craig has 2 teams, Lamborghini has 2 teams. Who doesn't have 2 teams in this grid?
Karun, Brandstar, Marisha, Vexala,
Vexilin.
Oh, and then the Audis have quote unquote what team? 2 teams. You can know.
It's like Formula 1, they have 2 teams. That's a very controversial topic, though.
Oh god.
So, we have someone in chat, Future Gamer, who said they are watching in 144p, and I am sorry for your loss. 1080p does seem to be the quality we're streaming in at the moment, and
Yeah, very nice.
it looks normal, yeah. So,
Thank
we
you.
apologise for your loss, and yeah.
So
I-
back onto the porting question. How is Prime Drift already winning?
Back onto the important question. What is Fexland doing? Here we go, we'll watch it again. Fexland
He's not
dying.
dead last anymore. That's one of the Mauritius, which, in
There
my
you go.
opinion, was looking calm the quick.
Why? Onto the sausage curbs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as you can
It's
see.
almost like Vexen hasn't had enough beating in that Vexala call. Oh, Vexala's now in the 2 last positions. I feel really bad for Faster.
Yeah, Faster, if you're watching this,
We're sorry.
well.
Well, oh, and we have a 3-way tie for first. Well, that's fun.
Bart Crafter, Noah Gamer, and Prime Drifter all tying for the lead.
Yeah, I think Prime Drifter might have had an incident that we didn't catch while watching Fexlin do Fexlin things.
But I don't think the incident was that significant because he's back in the lead now. Because Fexalan is funny to laugh at. Or something like that.
Prime Drifter is now a snail with his racing line. Snake.
Yeah, as you can
Are you-
see, these other cars really don't respect the track limits. It's very similar to NASCAR, where track limits don't exist. If you hit a curb, it's fine. It's not
Oh,
like-
yeah.
Track don't exist in NASCAR? Okay then.
Should we discuss the NASCAR track limits at Qatar? In fact,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah, it
not.
should be very interesting to see the difference between a NASCAR car compared to a Formula 1 car next weekend. Of course, we have IE6, so what fun. Ooh, that would be fun, I just realized.
Oh, we're still watching Prime Drifter go around a track in the lead
In the lead.
with both Advans behind him, and there's a Turun behind him. Lemma Geordie, fastest lap now. Yeah, there you go.
A two-rune.
Turun.
Two-rune.
USA.
Moon Rune.
I just realized something. We're gonna have a fun time. Oh wait,
How-
no, qualifying 5 to 8 p.m. No, qualifying's at a fine time, 5 to 6. I feel bad for all you guys, Europeans. The race is gonna be at
Why?
like 5 p.m. The USA race.
You're implying that any European in Ion Racing has a normal sleep schedule, apart from Blade Challenger, but he's an exception.
No, I have a normal sleep schedule.
By normal,
Yeah.
do you mean wake up at 4 p.m., go to sleep at 5 a.m.?
No, I go to sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at 7.
Wow.
Eh?
Wow.
I'll be honest. User is up later than I am, and is on before me. I don't even know if this man sleeps. I'm very concerned.
It could be rumoured that I don't sleep. Anyway, we're going to talk about Branson, who's 51 seconds behind after 4 laps. Now, if we're going to talk about embarrassment, there's a case study for you. Oh, he's already pit. That might explain it.
Yeah, but still, that's 30 seconds maybe in a pit stop, I think we calculated. 24 is what we were predicting in F1. Shouldn't be that much different if you do a slingshot. Which I doubt we did, so it'll probably be closer to 28.
Well, we were literally just watching a battle for the lead, because, let's be frank, nothing interesting is going on track. In fact...
Oh, and it seems like Faxon has had his second DNF of the race.
He's
Yeah.
disconnected.
Out in the pits. Faxon is out of the race.
Well,
Yeah.
well, this... Blind guy, I have a genuine question for you. Were you genuinely just watching Fexelan while we were watching the lead for the race?
No, I just see the chat. Were you guys watching him do funny business, though?
If
Yeah, of
you...
course you were.
Right, here we go. Let's see something funny. Here we go. Well, we'll watch this again because it's funny, and the race is currently quite boring.
As you can see, we're on live replay.
And there you go. Well, that's quite strange. I don't get how a replay can be live, to be fair.
That's
on
a bit of
Science
an
media one.
oxymoron.
It's an oxymoron. Okay, get out of my English lesson. I don't want to hear it.
Sorry.
Okay, as
sorry.
we have a good battle, yes, I love my Jordy's diving down the inside of Prime Drifter. Can Prime Drifter hold the position?
Yes, he can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty easily,
maybe.
actually.
So the real question is, of course, there's a pit stop in this race, so every driver would be spinning by lap 18. When do you think someone would try and go for the undercut on these leaders to try and get out, or do you think Slipstream's too valuable and they're all pit together? It's like
I
one
mean,
pit.
someone
If you're
high.
smart, you'll pick with the rest of the pack. If you're dumb, you'll go for track position.
Yeah, but then you're Prime Drifter. Like, what do you do in Prime Drifter's case? He doesn't know when the rest of the pack will pit.
You see, if you look at a typical Xbox controller, if you look at the D-pad, there is a nice convenient button that usually goes down, but if you press that,
Yeah,
it
but
looks behind you.
no, my full opinion. In a situation, he might not be able to abort to the pits. He could hit. There's a major, huge bump entering the pit lane if you go into the sand. It could end your race in an instant, as there happened to, I believe, Static in the Formula 1 race.
Here's a simple solution. Don't go onto the sand.
Well, it seems like Prime Drifter might not have that issue anymore, as he is no longer
In the lead.
You know.
He's going to be under attack from Noah Gamer if he doesn't think about trying to pass up my Geordie again soon. Because, like, right now he's in an advanced sandwich. You know, he
An
doesn't
advanced
want.
sandwich.
Yeah, an advanced sandwich. I don't know about you, Project, but I would not like to be in an advanced sandwich when they're your main rival in the championship.
Yeah, that actually is a benefit for the admins. They can pit together while Parmjita has no teammate, so he doesn't know. Though Parmjita probably can follow them in, but they can also juke him out.
I mean, this is non-contact racing, but I'm just thinking, you know, if Love My Geordie tries to get in the way of Prime during, you know, his braking zones, as I believe Noah Gamer is making the move on Prime. If he tries to get in the way of the braking zones, that could be a bit of an issue for Prime. I think Prime has got back into the lead.
It's gonna be a battle all the way to the finish. We might have the same finish to everybody.
Well, this time the leader might be involved in that same finish. If I only had the replay of that finish instead of Fexelan going over bumps, then I would show you that replay.
Oh, loose butts
Oh, done.
That could be huge. His tires will be dead there.
That's Love My Geordie.
not.
No, I want. There we go. Loose Bot is miles behind. He's down in
He's all the way-
P9
yeah.
or P8.
Oh.
P8.
I wonder what happened. I wish we had a replay there, but I wonder if he had a bump based on where he spun. I believe you would know best. There's a bump around there on that elevation zone, I believe. It was around the curb.
Yeah, I did actually drift there during the race, and it was incredibly scary. I got quite close
Was
to
that
the wall.
before or after
Also-
you hit the bump in DNF? Wait,
Wow. Anyway, I heard you said replay. Here you go. Here's a great replay for you. Slow motion. Not there yet. In a moment. We're about to see Loose Box.
as we see in the background.
Something of note. I just realised Prime Drifter doesn't have the fastest lap. Love My Geordie has the fastest lap. So
Yeah, but that can change in an instant, as it seems like
Oh.
Love Majority has went very wide. Parmjita is behind them now.
yeah,
Oh,
he
it's
had a bit of an
biased pit.
oversteer out of turn one, and he's now behind both the advance.
Now, did Parmjita have to pit there? We will never know.
No, he didn't. Because he didn't.
But this could be very
He's not
crucial.
pit.
Is he at a slipstream here? It might be. He might be very. This could be huge for the championship. If he is at a slipstream, they could pull away here. Now I think he's clicked back in. I think he's in.
This
But,
could-
this could be very
Yeah,
good
this
for the
could-
pit stop
That's,
moves.
what tyres is Prime Drifter on? He's on the hards, right?
Everyone's on
I'd
hard.
expect him to pit next lap, on lap 9, if he wants to go back onto the hards and make it a one-stop. If he wants to go
Well,
onto the
why wouldn't you
medium-
make it a one-stop? Like, the gap.
Well,
like-
no, you look, I'm giving you the options here, Lion. You need to give me a second. If he wants to go onto the mediums, he's going to have to extend to about lap 10, lap 11, maybe even lap 12. And if he wants to go onto the soft, he'll have to extend to lap 14.
No,
So
he
we'll have to
probably-
see what he does. But I think he'll pit lap 9. That's my bet.
Well, I think he'll pit whenever the admins pit, honestly. But that's gonna happen. They're gonna make a very late call for the pits there. That's what I would do if I was the engineer. I would say, dive
Oh,
into
who's
the
not
pits
disappearing
super
into the pits? That's Brock Rafter.
late. And
watch him.
SRL.
Let's watch them even.
Oh,
Into the
both
pit.
the Lamborghinis.
Got a Lamborghini Academia Corsa, right? And we've got a Lamborghini Squadra Corsa. And I learnt this the other day when I was designing a livery for IFR. That Squadra Corsa actually means racing team in Italian. Who would have figured?
What does Academia
What
call
Scuderia?
And then Academia Corsa is, if I'm not wrong, racing.
Academy?
Academy team or racing academy.
Ah,
And what does Squadra Forza mean?
Yeah, because Squadra is team,
racing team.
and
But
then
aren't they all
Horse
a
is.
junior team? Aren't they all a
Wait, so
Academia
what-
Corsa?
So, let me get this straight. Squadra Corsa means team.
No, Squadra Corsa means team racing, but in Italian that's because
Oh.
of the way most like European languages, you always have like the adjective after a noun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Apologies, I lack brain cells.
Yeah.
Thank you, Future Game. I do notice your comment in the chat, and I'm
Well,
very
my-
sad. Sorry if you're lost
I'm
having to
Griffin
watch my
Belfort.
43. Oh, ooh, sorry, we missed that. Prime Drifter dives into the pits, but no one Love Majority don't. That could be huge.
Well, right. Well, while watching Prime just run to the pits. No, if you're watching every Ion stream in 144p, just consider the amount of like content that you're losing. You're getting like a tenth of what everybody else, considering. Well, if we assume that everybody else is
1080p, 720.
watching in 1080p.
Okay, well, let's not
1920,
care about that.
no.
We have a battle for the lead going on.
Since when was Lana in P4?
Since Prime Drifter didn't pit, since Hawk, not Hawk, Shrosh and Boak pit. That's since when?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have a person watching 480p. Regardless, I'm just going to ignore the fact that you said that. Let's just consider the amount of quality of these streams that you're missing. 144p, right? That you can barely read the names. In fact, I'm going to try it myself. 144p, and you can't even read the names, for heaven's sake. You don't even know what's going on. You can count the pixels.
Spins! What the heck? We got a bit
Something has
squirrely out
happened.
of that.
I believe British Coda has completely died, so rest in peace, Dem. As it seems like
What?
Love Majority and Noah Gamer. Will the undercut work? Will the overcut work? That is the
will
question.
work. No, the undercut will work. Lion, watch and learn.
Try and
I'm
drift
watching.
it.
Are
Entering
we
the final
going to
corner
learn?
now.
It's gonna work. Watch.
Is it though? Is it going to work?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a
Love
tip.
Majority pit limit is up. They are exiting the pit box now.
Yeah,
Prime
dude,
Drifter crosses the
easy.
line. Love Majority exiting the pit lane now. Prime Drifter, is he ahead?
Told you. Yes.
Yes, he is. But yes,
But
that's
not
by
left
much.
now.
I'm gonna give every engineer in Ion a quick tip right now. Okay. So, overcuts are stupid because of the fact this is non-contact racing. Track position doesn't matter. I guess with Slipstream it matters a little bit, but being on fresher tires while your opponent is on,
Well, unless
better tires, you're
there's a
going
huge
to
cliff.
gain time on.
Yeah, but then you have the option of there being a large cliff and them not having anything. So
Yeah.
Okay, but still, you're just gonna
It's
gain
a balancing
on. So-
act. That's all
this
it
is
is.
the reason
And-
you need decent engineers, and you don't want to end up like E-Spirit who runs out of fuel.
That was funny.
That's hilarious. Make sure you tune in or rewatch the F1 race because that was amazing.
But don't do it right now, because
You wanna
F2
know
is
what
more
else made me
important.
laugh? Project,
Yes.
do you want to know what else made me laugh? When your car was sitting with its back wheels in the air, with you out of it, that was quite funny as well.
Well,
So as we have the championship race going on and these men are just talking, Prime Drifter has made a lead of 3.35 seconds. He's on
See?
lap
Yeah,
11
that
of
worked.
18.
yeah,
If
that-
Prime Drifter doesn't win this race now, I will be very shocked.
okay. Become shocked.
Yeah, but my issue is like they can slingshot up to him. That's what I'd be worried about.
Can they though? Oh, apparently they can. Fair enough.
No, there's massive lag there. Prime had massive lag spike.
Can I just say, ever since Lotus became Marisha, have they even
both of them
finished
at
the
the end.
race?
Lovely.
Yeah, they're both out the race at this point. They're kind of doing bad. That's
Yeah,
depressing.
and they probably have the worst livery on the grid.
Hey, don't insult my boy Marisha like that.
Yeah, but no offense to him. Hydra's the only thing they're good in.
Oh, damn. Shots
Okay, so the
fired.
gap's actually 2.7 seconds. So it's
No,
roughly
gamer.
10 over last lap. That's gonna be huge. At this pace, we might have a championship battle going on.
Do we? What even is the points gap in the championship?
It's like 4 points, maybe 2.
I'm gonna have a look.
Prime 1, Love Majority got P2, just so you know, and Noah got like P7. No, Noah,
It's 2.5 points.
Yeah, it's close.
So yeah,
Um,
I guess Prime Drifter does actually need to win this
2.1
race.
now. That's another sector, and it's getting closer. We could have Slipstream here. This could be huge for the championship. We break into turn 1. Those newer tires could be working. British Coda doesn't know anything about engineering, maybe. It's very possible. As they all hit the bump.
I mean, one lap tires.
1.8 seconds.
It's
In
just because
F2, one lap is a lot.
Is it?
Yeah. The tires were about something ridiculous. I think it's 7% a lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you look at Loosebot, he pit lap 8, he was in P8 and now he's in P6. So,
Yeah.
please.
That's because everyone in front of them pit.
Yeah. But he pit while he was in P8 and now he's in P6. He's gained 2 positions from the undercut.
To comment on the fact that we look at the chat more than F1 commentators, the fact is, in F1 the racing is more interesting. Anything can happen at once, and they have more to discuss.
Yeah, like a project unit DNF.
Excuse you.
Project.
We also actually care about the fan base. F1 has Deepak Dolphin in his chair. You have the Brainstar team owner and Deepak Dolphin. Nothing against Deepak Dolphin. Shea is very biased. But we're not biased. We don't care who wins. We want a good race. And we have that. And we're now within 1.1 seconds. They are in slipstream range now. Repeat, slipstream range has been reached. Lap 13. We're heading on to lap 14. They're doing the weaving dance now.
I like
Weavy
Waiting for one of them to hit the bump and go into the pit lane. That's what I would love to see.
That would be funny. Especially if it was Noah Gamer or
1.016 seconds.
No, sorry, Noah Gamer or Prime Drifter.
Anyone could win, frankly. Well, not everyone, because 3 people
Yeah, because
are already out of the race.
Loose, Ripley, Lana, Hawk, Random, 20H, TDM, and especially Copiade, Bran, and Flexellen. They could all win.
Yep,
So,
Copiated, Bran, and
there's
Fexline
actually a
can
huge
definitely
battle
win.
going on for P3 right now. We
I don't know, but
this battle
Loosebot just
existed
hit.
because there's a battle going on for the lead, but we have 2 simultaneous battles going on here.
Well, the battle for the lead is more important, because that's how it works.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess this is the
Loosebot
podium,
just
and
pit
then
again, by the way. I don't know why he pit again. Maybe he's going for fastest lap.
Well,
But, he did.
who pit again?
Loosebot.
Yeah, that's interesting. Weird call. Probably lost a bunch of places too.
well,
Well, yeah, obviously he's in P10 now.
Well, that probably knocks him out of the championship contention.
Was he even into championship contention?
can we just talk about how we are caring so little about this race, but this could potentially decide the championship.
Yeah, no, Loosebot's out of championship contention, I believe. So it's gonna be these top 3 going into the next race.
Also, British Coach, to your point about Loosebot, he is now down in P10.
Yeah, he's not.
He was in P4 previously.
That's a
So
vibe.
Loosebot is currently P4 in the championship by 100 points. He should be fine, but I believe he's out of the main championship fight, sadly.
I mean,
So.
the fact is, the championship in F2 could be decided by this race. But either way, these 3 are forced into GP3 or F1 next season.
No, they're not.
So-
They got rid of that restriction.
Did they?
Yeah.
So Prime
Oh.
Drifter can just do another season in F2 if he wants.
Yeah, but why would he?
I don't know, to win again. To go against the infamous Capitan Bo.
But Craig
Captain Bo's
is
doing F1, I thought.
going to survive
yeah.
next season in F1, so the highest
yeah,
likelihood
you
is
don't
he's
know
going
that.
to F1.
Project.
Yeah, and I
What's-
can see
what's
possibly
an
Noah Love
Easter egg?
Majority going to KR or something to replace Kaikera, which
What if E-Spirit, Lambo, McLaren, and Uprise have an amazing final race, and Craig is just forced into last in the championship?
Okay, well, Craig is P9 in the championship, 38 points. They are 5 points ahead of McLaren, 18 points ahead of Jaguar, and 20 points ahead of Uprise. It's anyone's game.
Why do people call it Jaguar? It's not Jaguar, it's E-Spirit.
Whatever, it's Jaguar, but we have a battle for the lead. Who cares?
I care.
Yes, Capstar, you get a mention for not reaching an F2, even though you should come to F2 because I8 stinks. Please come to F2. No one wants to watch I8, and we need an excuse to close it. Thank you.
Well, nobody watches I8, and I don't want to stream it, even though it's my job, and I get paid to do that. I don't want to stream it. Incredibly boring.
Project, how much do you get
Capstar,
paid
please
again?
come.
More than you. I'm fairly yeah, about that, yeah.
I don't get paid. I'm still in my trial period, apparently.
Concisely. That's why I said more than you.
We still don't get paid a lot. D-Pod is where he makes the big bucks, so just sitting here doing nothing.
Wow, yeah, he's just sat in the VC right now. It's like, it's not as if his, like, PC is doing all of the streaming or anything, and he makes all the graphics. Right, enough of that. Prime Joshua is in P2, 0.1 behind both of the admin.
Mate. No, he's in P1.
Oh, he's in P2. No, P1, P3, P1, P1.
He's somewhere on the racetrack.
P2.
Between the positions. He's somewhere in the racetrack between the positions of 1 and 3.
Right.
In the situation of a tie, what happens? What's the regulations?
Well,
Oh!
that is a big, like, half spin, I guess, from Prime Joshua. Let's not put him that far behind, and he's going to get carried along by the slipstream.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can keep the replay.
Yeah,
of
but that could have killed his tires, though.
That might have ruined his tires. Yeah, it must have ruined his tires.
Does that mean Prime Drifter is now done in the championship?
Well, no, because he's literally right behind the leaders.
Oh no, he's back in the lead, I think. Cringe.
Let's see if we can get an instant replay of that. Let's hope I caught it at the right time. Yes, I did. Here we go. Heading into the final corner, braking about 150, and let's see what we have. Oh, he just gets on the inside curb, and that spins him out. Oh.
Yeah, well, he's back in the lead, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, is he though? Because, like, vision lag. Oh, the teammates are tied for P2. What a mood.
I still want to say if we have a tie, we should do we give them one corner from the start-finish line to sector 1. Whoever's in the lead wins.
No, that's never how it will be,
yeah,
decided.
but who doesn't want to see a shootout?
Well,
No, at least
the
not
way-
one lap.
the way it's been decided before, and this is how it's been decided many times before. I think we've actually had a draw. Was it Korea? We had a-
No, it's Formula E. That's what.
No. We had another draw in F2,
I
and
don't remember.
and the point was that you get the points of whatever position you share.
Oh, okay. That could be
So-
big for the championship.
If you share P1, both of you get P1 point.
Love My Geordie is now 3.7 behind on the final lap. Rest in peace, his win chances.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
I would.
Kanyari Project V Noah Gamer. This could be bigger than the championship.
If my calculations are correct, if Prime Drifter wins this race, that will win him the World Drivers' Championship.
Well, would it?
Yeah.
See that much ahead?
No, he's 2.5 ahead before this race. Where did Noah finish in the sprint?
It's like P7.
No, then maybe.
Oh no! Project runs wide. Over the starting curbs.
It could be decided here, but it might not be after that mistake. That's going to put him miles behind Noah Gamer.
Prime Drifter is
0.7.
scratching
He will
his
still be in
body.
this issue. Now will be very important. Can he make it up in the final sector? Seems like his tire was starting to bite him. Of course, he did pit one lap earlier.
Prime Drifter starting to feel the pressure maybe on this last lap, and he's making mistakes and is showing for it. He's
so
quickly
close
gaining
here.
on
It's gonna
Noah
be
Gamer.
huge.
It could be on the line.
Oh, it's gonna be so close.
No!
Oh,
Oh, that might have been a bit too much wheel spin.
It's
oh
going
my
to be on the
God,
line.
no,
Who's
no,
going to
he's
win
got it.
this
Noah
race?
Gamer's got it. Noah Gamer's
It's
got
Noah
it. Yeah.
Gamer winning the race. That could keep the championship battle going on to the last season, the last race of the season in Abu Dhabi.
For the championship.
Absolute. Oh, sorry.
Well done.
Yay.
Well done. I think pitting that one lap earlier screwed him.
It might have.
I think he just had too much. Oh my god, it was close to P4 also. 4/10. Even Gramowski's loving it. Holy! I just saw that. We just had like 4 cars past. Look how close P7 to P9 is! Look at that! 6. Six, 6, 2 versus 6, 6, 6, 3, 3. That is crazy. Look how close that is. We've just had. Yeah, wow. It's huge. Well, I would want to say, boys, that was a good race. Do you agree?
Well,
Have we just?
it was a good
all
race.
Kind of shock. User, that wasn't even the closest finish on track. P7
Well,
was 35.633. P8 was 662. 3/100th.
Consider this, please. That was P8.
Yeah, but still.
Have you considered?
Okay. Wait, does that say 40? Oh, the car in the Ion Media Center is says 42 on it.
Yes, whose car do you think that is?
I wish it wasn't Dakar's.
Why not?
It's the championship leader's car, whoever it is. That's what it was. Alright.
Oh, look at this great. Oh boy.
Oh, Luke Butt's about to get a straight up DSQ. This should be interesting.
Right.
Yes, podium.
As we had our podium celebration. And I accidentally leave the game because that's so bad.
Someone
See our podium here.
with
If we could
Love My
switch to our
Geordie.
podium feed, that would be amazing.
Love My Geordie in P3. Prime Driftery in P2, and your winner, Mr. Noah Gamer with Constructors Advan.
Yeah, and of course Advin has already won the Constructors Championship, so it's only one more thing needs to be decided here. And that is, who will win the World Drivers' Championship? Why did any car point out something? So I believe that might be our season, our finale, our second to last race. The final race in Dubai will be next in 2 weeks' time.
Make sure you watch it, because, yes.
Well, the next race out in Dubai could be the season championship decider for the Drivers'
Well,
Championship.
of course it is. It's the final race. What else would it be? Of course it comes down to the final race.
It's
That's
not
how all good
the-
championship.
Oh,
It's not the only championship going down to the last race. F1 is also
F1
going down to the last race with Christian
believe
Noob and
GT3 is.
Takira O and Dakar are all battling for the championship. But one thing we have to know before we finish out with this this stream, well, we'll have to thank all of our members, not including
Well, just
all
Oh,
of
and another thing to know, Discord can't provide me an ETA for when I'll get my main back. So, yeah. that can sit in your minds as you think about IOD membership. 99p a month, and I might be able to get my main back. I'll be able to bribe Discord with the
Shut up,
money.
no you won't. You get... From that 99p, you approximately acquire half a pence. So, anyway, speaking
No, wait,
of
no,
members...
he doesn't even get paid if it's less than a pence.
Nice.
A big thank you to all of our members, hopefully they're showing up here. They don't seem to be, which is...
Horrible.
Well, that's not working, but a big thank you to all our members. You can join the membership yourself by the join button next to the subscribe button. If you scroll down a bit on your page, it's only 99 cents a month, and it does support all the members of the media community, as long as they earn enough that we don't have to pay to give them money over PayPal. And apart from that, from all of us in the commentary team, have a good day.
Have a bad day.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day.